Good evening, all, and welcome to the Tactical Devils. I'm your host, Jarvis Cocker, and with me tonight I have Stu Woolley, as usual, as my co-host. And we won the game. Late winner by Harry Slabby Maguire. What a header. Brilliant goal from Man United. It was a boring game, dead boring game, but we won it in the end. So I'm quite happy. Stu, how did you see the game?
How did I see the game? Well, I was snoring for most of it. 100% asleep. I was absolutely bored shitless of it. How did I see the game? We always come on here, don't we? We always say win, lose or draw. Amorim just doesn't know what he just doesn't know what he's going to get game in, game out. He just doesn't. He can't fathom how lazy on occasion these bunch of professionals he has in front of him. He's not used to it, you see, because of what he did at Sporting and the way that players reacted to him at Sporting and at Benfica. He's struggling to get to grips with how lazy we are as a unit and as a team. And Leicester came with a lot of verve. They came with a real buzz and a passion and wanting to beat Manchester United. And Van Nistelrooy come up with some kind of game plan, which is a bit erratic actually at times. But some kind of game plan that, stifled us. But it stifled us because we were lazy. We were lazy in possession. We were sloppy in possession. We didn't run quickly enough. We didn't pass the ball quickly enough. We didn't pass it with any kind of real accuracy. We were just lazy. And there's been a real dynamic twist and change in the way that players are wanting to perform and trying to perform, I guess. I mean, there was a couple of things that Amorim did tonight which kind of puzzled me. Dalot at left back, for example, rather than Dorgu. I thought Dorgu did okay at right back, really. You spoke last night about balance issues and body shape when preparing, for the ball when you're two-footed. You were absolutely right. You were spot on with that. I mean, we're having a chat, during the match, and I always learnt my balance first before I controlled it with my left foot and passed it with my left foot. My balance.
I don't know if you guys saw the show yesterday. I had a little segment when we talked about this being two-footed, and a lot of people, I believe, footballing fans misunderstand this concept when it comes to being two-footed, because they often reduce it to a player's ability to strike a pass or shot with their weaker foot. But it's not. It's about the entire body. It's not just the feet. Body orientation, balance, movement, patterns, decision making. All of this influence if you are two-footed or not. And for me, you could see clearly today, Dorgu. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Dorgu, yeah. That he's very left-footed. You could see his body angling, always receiving with his left when he played on the right. It made him. He had two passing options, and that was straight in to Ugarte or a back pass. So he was very limited. So for him to play like this, he needs to be a lot higher up the pitch. Don't you agree?
Yes. He does. And I guess, first game, Old Trafford, got to try and play your way into the game. Ahmad didn't really help him at all tonight, to be honest. Ahmad's positioning was in the same zone as Dorgu. So, Dorgu wasn't running past Ahmad. And when he did, he had a huge amount of lack of options. Again, even Dorgu, straight away, didn't cross the fucking football. Never crossed the ball. He had one little right foot poke into the box, but he didn't really cross the ball because, again, there's nobody in there making runs, making last-ditch runs to get on it with a knee, a chest, a head, or whatever. Do something to keep yourself, occupied within the box area. So I just thought that overall, we come away with a win, which is absolutely brilliant, and I'm delighted for Harry to get the header. He was offside. I think we know that, but that doesn't really matter. There was no VAR, so it doesn't matter. You could argue, although at first I thought that Decado Riva, I thought he was offside, but as it turns out he wasn't, because he was slightly to the right as an eye would look at it. So I think Amorim has got to look at himself and think, well, I made a mistake with Dalot and Dorgu, wrong side. But also from that, he's got to look at the players again. Once again, he's got to look at these players who just aren't up to his standards. They can't elevate themselves to what we want as fans and what he's demanding from them. Again, Bruno, to me, was wandering around aimlessly for 80 minutes, 82 minutes, puts in a worldie of a free kick, and we score from it. But again, offered very little during the game itself. Dalo positioning, Agate, God knows what's happened to him. I've got no idea what's happened to Agate. Either he's burnt himself out in his 5-match spree where he was absolutely top draw, or he just, I don't know, he's fallen into the trap of, well, I'm comfortable here now, so I don't have to run an extra 10 yards or whatever. But Mainu running around like an absolute headless chicken tonight. And Ndidi just dismantled him.
Yeah,
clearly
totally dominated by Ndidi.
Yeah, and he was just running around, like a headless chicken today for me, Mainu. He got no idea what to do with the football when he got it. Every time he had it, he slowed the play down. So our pace was taken out. Even if it was a tiny bit of pace, it was gone. Ahmad's gone back into his shell again. He's not committing the fullback like he used to. So he's trying to come in. So we're going backwards. End up going back to Mazzari. End up going across to Maguire. Ends up coming across to Yoro. And all this kind of stuff. So we've got a lot of dead air in our game again. And Højlund, fuck me, Zirkzee's goal. Why the hell? I just don't understand. Sorry, not Zirkzee's goal. The clearance by Coley off the line. Coley, the ball, and Højlund should have been in the net. The three of them, every single one of them, because you'll either two things like me: either get a free kick or you score the goal. Period. Yeah. That's it. So just take that risk. He wasn't even there to be seen. And then you've got a Coley celebrating like he just knocked out Mike Tyson in his prime. What the fuck's all that about? You're only celebrating because no other Manchester United player could be bothered to follow the ball through on Garnacho.
I have that on tape, so we will have a look at it. We will have a look.
You could argue that they're thinking, well, I thought Garnacho was going to score. As a forward, you can't risk that. So you've got to get in, you've got to take the second ball. Look, we got lucky. We're all football fans. The Devilish Tacticos will know we've got lucky. We're all football fans in this chat. And, again, I don't know what Amorim must be thinking. I really don't. He's made a couple of errors himself tonight, Amorim.
Yeah.
Again, this is a not knowing the players or not trusting Dalo at right back, maybe. I mean, maybe that's it, Jarvis. Maybe he just doesn't trust him on the right side.
It could be.
I don't know, because he's just got this. He just doesn't play him there. So maybe that's it. But look, Agate, Mino.
We have so much to cover, Stu. I think you are so right in so many things and so many instances. We got to cover every little detail of this. First of all, I just want to say hi to the people of the chat. I see a lot of people tuning in, good people. Yalim Almin, Fred the Red is here, Stephanie Griffith. Who else is here? Let me just scroll a little bit. We have Mahi. I haven't seen Mahi in a long time. It comes in with the frog emoji. It's a very serious question to the manager today. So I'm just not happy with Amorim's decisions. Who else do we have? We have CISVP coming in. Why wasn't Drogo playing on the right instead of the left?
Who knows?
Why he was playing on the right instead of the left? For me, I think he should have played on the left. You could see it, as we mentioned, on his body positioning. So good to see you, a new face in the house. We have Regan Giggs. Regan Giggs, is that the name? Regan.
Yeah, Regan or Reagan.
Yeah. He's not happy about Drogo and the inverting. Trevor Wade, Mr. B is here. Wolps, thank you guys for joining in. It's so good to see you. And we have France Mupurua.
Mupurua.
You changed your new name. Please your last name. But France, big up France. Big up.
We'll call
And,
it
yes, and Unicorn Sky, big up Unicorn Sky. Good to see you always coming here, bringing some rainbows and unicorns to the tactical
yes. I think we all need that.
Tactical room. And Danny B, AASE14, and Ahmad is free from 10 Haram is also here. And J United is here. Good to see you again, J and Day 147. So good to see all of you people. I just want to remind you of one thing. We are 28 subscribers away from reaching our first goal at 500, so we can get monetized. So if you haven't subscribed, now is the time. We need 28 subscribers, and I want them today on this show. So guys, please help us. Remind everybody, subscribe to the channel and hit the like also. So yeah, I want to go into the show. Stu, let's have a look at the good old tactical board and see what we got. Here we go. So, and yes, we have Jordan Wall coming in. He comes in with the Big Harry.
Big Harry.
Slabby. So yeah, these were the teams. I believe I have updated them into the right formation. Mainu was on the left, wasn't it? Dallo, Drogu, Yoro, Ugarte. Yes, I think this is the right, and the same with Leicester. But I don't know. Did they play a 4-2-3-1, or was it more like this, like a 4?
I think they played a 4-2-2, and then defended in a 4-5-1.
Yeah. So Ayu and Kanu.
Yeah,
so it was more like this when they were defending. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah.
And we had trouble breaking them down. In the beginning, as I said, we had problems every time Drogo received the ball. I think his positioning was okay, but he received the ball and he tended to play it safe. His body angle made it his only option was to play Ugarte or play it back to Euro. He couldn't find Ahmad with his body positioning and using his left foot. So I think that was a big mistake. I would rather, as I said yesterday, seen it like this and Drogu playing the ball inside or playing the ball through the line to Garnacho and underlapping on the inside, being a part of the attack. That was my thought. I was almost 100% sure that was Amorim's game plan. We did that in Sporting, and that was what I was looking for. And now we had the right profile of player in this team, but still he went for Dallo on the left and Drogo on the right. So in a way, it baffled me, and it made the whole team look disjointed. On our left side, we didn't create anything, and mainly it was because of Ndidi. He was massive on that side. He kept both Mainu, Dallo, Højlund, Bruno in chess. I think he had a massive game today. So defensively, Ndidi was fantastically good. And on the other side, as I said, I think we were disjointed because of the passing angles, and we couldn't seem to get Ahmad into the game and find Ahmad in the right positions. Do you have anything to add, Stu, when it comes to this?
So I do. So I blamed Mainu for going wandering, which he did. And he did that to unshackle himself from Ndidi. Sometimes you got to stand up to a bully in life. You have to turn around, square him up in the face, look him in the eyes and stand up to him. And they shrivel. But we don't do that. We don't have the players. We don't have the mentality. We don't have the leadership to go ahead and stand up to the likes of Ndidi. So he was pivotal to cutting out our creativity with Mainu. My real disappointment with this system at the moment is Bruno's betwixt and between about what he wants to do, what his positional play dictates he needs to do, and what he's actually doing. So there's three elements there. He wants to progress the ball. He wants to go forward. He wants to be the linchpin, the playmaker. That's now down to Mainu. The dictating part of tonight's game was we need you in a more defensive role to drive the ball from deep. But Bruno doesn't drive the ball. He's not got that acceleration across the pitch. He's not got the strength across the pitch. He certainly doesn't have the determination. And what we need him to do is be the kind of leader, get hold of the ball, put your foot on the ball, take the sting out of a very intense game, and then start to play Manchester United back in. So we needed him tonight as our conductor, because we've got a real problem alongside him with Ugarte at the moment. Ugarte's got this issue that he's not fully fit or he's not fully functioning. Now, I don't know what the difference, what his problem is, but to me, he's not functioning whatsoever to any type of player that we need him. He lost the ball in key areas tonight. He was wasteful with the football. He didn't use the ball properly. He didn't really make any headway moving forward. So it was a real strange game for Ugarte. What you mentioned about Ahmad again was absolutely right. Let me be frank about this though. If you are not being found, you've got to make sure you can get found. You've got to put yourself in a position where you can be found. And if that means going short into Dorgu, you've got me saying Dorgu now, going into Dorgu to get it back, to give yourself a little bit of space from Ayew and Thomas, because Thomas was, I don't think he was a great defender, Thomas, but he was kicking Ahmad. He was having a stab at Dorgu.
Yeah, he did.
He was putting his foot in and he made himself known. And I think Ahmad is scared a lot of the time when people are going up against him and putting a foot in. When they're not putting a foot in and I'm allowing him the ball, then he's got some way of trying to attack better, or he certainly finds a little bit more space. So what you're saying is absolutely right. For me, Dalot, Dorgu were completely wrong. Absolutely no two ways about it. I think Ahmad and Dalot, well, I don't rate Dalot, would be a better combination on the right. Dorgu and Mainu. Mainu's got to come out of the team for me. He's just not doing enough for me. Last couple of games, he's not doing enough. You would have got just as much industry out of Eriksen up there today, believe it or not. You wouldn't have got the pace from Eriksen, but you would have got some industry. So
but the answer is Zirkzee. We all saw it when it came on.
Yeah, but
I think we should try to explore that more. I think Zirkzee today had a really good game coming on.
He did, but your problem there is, where have you bought Zirkzee to play? And that's my issue with the whole Zirkzee. Where have we bought him to play? Nobody knows. This is the problem. So I would have probably started Eriksen, but pushed Bruno into the main position and put Eriksen in the 8. People don't like Eriksen. They think he's too slow, but his passing ability and his vision is way better than Mainu's. Mainu doesn't offer us that much pace anyway, but he's a brilliant young player. He just needs to.
But he couldn't get involved because he couldn't keep Ndidi away. We talked about his press resistance. But again, he looked too slow today. It was too slow.
A big problem, Jarvis. I totally agree. But you got to stand up to the bully. You got to turn around, face him up, and stand up to him and say, "Mate, you're not going to bully me. You can fucking try it all you like."
Yeah.
When they've got the ball at the fullbacks in a position, you've got to follow Ndidi in as Mainu. You've got to follow him in. You've got to kick his ankles. You've got to pull his shirt. You've got to let him know you're not going to fucking frightened of you, pal. I ain't scared of you. You're going to do that to me. I'm going to do that to you. He doesn't do it. We've got this weak mentality right across the 11, the start of the 11.
I agree. Where's the fight? Where's the fight? Stand
Højlund,
up for yourself.
Højlund bullied again by, what's his name? I want to call him side Vass. Yeah, bullied again by an average fucking centre-half. He's no Anderson at Fulham, though, pal. Let's be honest.
He's mediocre at best.
Yes. An average centre-half. I want to see him back into him, elbow him, get him out of the way, chuck him on the floor. We talk about leaders. People talk about leaders all the time, and I'm watching Bruno. I'm thinking, where are you leading this team? Where is your captaincy? What are you doing to affect this game? And it was a really, really difficult game to watch. I do think, though, the lads are right, by the way, Jordan. Everybody's turning around and saying that Garnacho coming on made the difference. He's clearly a final third game player. That's it. He's a 25, 30-minute game player. He doesn't have the same impact as when he starts, but he came on and he fucking pushed Justin to his limit. I mean, Justin had got all that energy still, if you remember, Jarvis, because we hadn't pushed him. He was on easy street. He was getting his snuss out of his pocket, Jarvis. He was, that one's finished. I'll put another one in here. Hold on, mate. I'll just do me to shoelace, even before the ball come to him. And then as soon as Garnacho comes and he's like blowing out of his arse, isn't he? For the final 20 minutes. Garnacho absolutely had him on toast, skinned him. Beautiful cutbacks again, but yet we're still not recognising the Garnacho cutback, are we?
No.
There's nobody in there for when he puts the cutback.
We have to understand to go into the right zone 14. That's the cutback zone.
You've got to be in there, Jarvis. You've got to. Look, I don't care if you miss 10 chances, Jarvis. You've got 10 chances to miss. Højlund's not missing any chances. He's got no fucking chances to miss. He's not getting in there. I just cannot believe that nobody in the club is saying to the kid, you have got to be pushing the penalty spot every game. I don't want you in zone 14. That's Mino's position, Bruno's position, Garnacho's position, Ahmad's position, Agate's position, Zirkzee's position, Eriksen's position, not fucking yours. Get in the box, buy the penalty spot, because Jarvis, they'll do two things as centre halves. They'll leave you in there, and then it's up to you to move yourself out or get caught offside, or they'll
100%.
worried. They'll be a bit worried, and they might step back in. And if they step back in and you step out at the right time, you keep yourself onside, you're closer to goal.
Big up, Royden. Good to see you in the house. Big up.
Yeah. So I'd love to know from the Devilish Tacticos what is happening with Højlund. Is somebody telling him not to be there, not to be in the area where you are going to score goals? I can't get my head around it. So,
yeah, the Devilish Tacticals. I just want to say, Stu, when it comes to this Højlund, I feel that we are a broken record. You know, I'm sitting here criticizing Højlund game after game, and you know, people are starting to believe that I have an agenda against Højlund, but I don't.
We don't.
Every time he performs below par, and it's things that Højlund should start to manage now. You know, his hold-up play, how to angle his body, where to be. You know, we are talking about basics all the time. We talk about the basics of football. As a striker, you need to learn these things, and you need to know how to do it. And again, I can just show you this from the game. So have a look at this too. It was from the second half. Dalot came on. And, here you see Højlund.
Yeah, he's lovely there. It's actually quite nice what he's doing. He's backing in and he's wrestling is it a Coley?
Yeah.
Because he goes down too easy. It was a foul to me anyway.
But this is Højlund. He always drops on his ass.
Yeah. I mean, it was a foul because Coley, if you watch, he got two hands on his arm. But you've got to be stronger. There you go. Look at him. I mean, Coley's he's all over. I mean, it's a definite foul. Because as he's down, he's great. He's got his
referee. The referee's right there. Look at him.
I know. I mean, I don't get it either. But look there. Look at Mainu. Indeed, he takes the ball, and Mainu's fucking hell, he's got the ball. You've got to be on him. You've got to be him. Bang. Get on the deck. Take a free kick. You're right. Take a free kick.
But then we have to get one of the man of the match contenders, Harry Maguire, coming in with a big sliding tackle. But another thing I saw in this situation is Bruno. Dalot is doing well here. Playing the ball to Højlund. Maybe Højlund should have had the free kick, but again, I'm not happy with the Højlund. I think he could have done better. Look at Bruno.
Oh, Bruno's terrible here.
Maybe his arms.
Oh, he was abysmal here, Bruno. I mean, the whole play there, the four of them were just absolutely abysmal. I mean, the ball wasn't great in from Dalot, but Højlund's got to stay across. He's got to stay across and in front of his man there. He's being dragged all over the place there. There's a definite Stonewall free kick. But look how easy it was for Ndidi to bring it out. Look at the space then.
Why is Bruno running out with his arms like this, like someone did anything wrong?
I know what you're going to say. Don't say it. I know what you're going to say. I know.
Stop being that petulant. Do your job. That's just all I ask.
But that's Canoes, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was Kanoos with the ball, wasn't it? He's a quality player, Kanoos. You don't give him that kind of thing.
And if you got to rate Harry Maguire's tackle now at the end,
perfect power, precision. Yes. To be fair to the striker, I don't know who it was. He could see Maguire coming. He's thinking, I'm just going to slow down here because I'm going to get absolutely clattered.
Yeah.
The guys in the devilish tactico room tonight are on point with a lot of the stuff. Royden did make a point that Højlund tried to get in on at least 2 or 3 occasions with the ball not coming in. Yeah, and I've got no problem. Royden's right. What I'd like to see, though, Royden, Jarvis, and everyone else in the devilish tacticos room is I want to see him in there 50 times a fucking game. Not just 3. I want him in all the time because that's where he should be feeding. But look, Jarvis, we won 2-1. What am I moaning about? Shut up, Stu. You're like a broken record. Shut up.
I see Jarle Malmin coming in and say Bruno was the man of the match, and yeah, maybe he was, but I'm not happy with Bruno's performance, especially when it comes to defensive work. I think he ball watched too many times.
It was official. He was man of the match. It was official. Jarle Malmin saying it was Bruno. Official.
Okay.
Rather than in his opinion. Not for me anyway. I wouldn't have given Bruno man of the match today at all.
Right. Have you been
No. He says it's
behave, guys, behave.
Yeah.
I know it's just a little bit of banter, but I know Jarle can handle it. He's a Norwegian, so yeah, he's used to it. To handle a little bit of banter, it's just the way it is. But I have this one, Stu, and another one when it comes to Bruno's defensive work, deucing off in certain situations. So here's Bruno. And ball watching, stopping, losing his man. It's so easy.
Yeah. It's difficult. I mean, when you, yeah. We could go on forever on this clip, couldn't we? When you actually,
but that's why I took this clip. It's because of Bruno. You look here, the ball goes back. Bruno goes into semi-press. When the ball goes back out again, he stops and ball watch, and suddenly he realizes, he lost 2 yards.
Too late. Do you know when you go back to it? If you watch the initial pass into Kanoos, watch Bruno here. So I mean that's a lovely little first touch. That is.
Yeah, Reed was good today. They could Reed.
Stop there, Bruno. Just stop there. Stop in just on the edge of the shady green area. You don't need to be closer. Stop there. That's where you stop. You're making him then make a decision on what to do. He won't run off you because if he plays the ball into the winger there, then Bruno won't lose him. And I've said this to you.
When the pass comes here, Bruno will be in place, but because the minute he starts running, Bruno won't be 2 yards behind him.
Yeah, exactly. And I say this to the kids all the time. Don't run at 100 miles an hour because as soon as the ball comes in, he's going to pop it off and he's going to shot away from you and he's going to laugh at you while he does it. And that's exactly what happened here. Bruno stands there. I mean, you're talking about an elite footballer and a captain of Manchester United, not understanding the simplicity of that play.
But this is what I mean when I say Bruno is no number 8, because he's not disciplined enough defensively playing in the number 8 position. It's okay being the number 10 because then you have to chase, to try to intercept, win the ball high up the pitch to create. When you play in the 8, you have to be more disciplined. And it's situations like this. It's small details that show you that Bruno is not a number 8.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But you know, when you press, everybody thinks that pressing, you've got to be 100 miles an hour. You can press ferociously. You can zonally press, or you can shadow press, and you shadow press by just stopping and allowing them to come into you, allowing them to walk into your area. Once you've allowed them to walk into your area, you've got then control of that player to an extent. Okay. Yeah. The ball, that also would mean, Jarvis, is that he's got to move. If you push that screen back up, he's got to play the ball quicker, which gives Yoro more of a chance to get stuck in. Yeah, and when you play the ball quicker, sometimes you've got to not fizz it too much, but you've got to fizz it a little bit into your colleague, and that gives Yoro the chance then. Or is it Dalo? No, it's Yoro. No, it's Yoro. Yeah. Oh, is that your wrong clip? Sorry. Oh, that's Bruno with his hands in the air. Yeah,
got the other clip. Yeah, it's this one.
Yeah.
Where are we going here? No. It's now I'm totally lost. It. You know.
I think it's a different clip. Yeah, it's a different clip. Anyway, not to worry. Not to worry. So that's the thing, and you're right. So you can't have Bruno as that. He needs to be further up, and it's what I called earlier about discipline betwixt in between. Doesn't know what he's doing on the pitch, but he shows his quality when we need it the most with the free kick at the end of the game, doesn't he? So it's one of those.
Yeah. So this is the official ranks of the game. Bruno 8.2, Maguire 7.5, Diallo 7.3. So these are the three players with the highest rank of the starters, and you have Zirkzee and Garnacho on 7.7 and 6.7. So that's the players' rating. So
where did Ahmed come in at 7.3? Are you telling me you're going to score Garnacho in a 6.7 and Diallo a 7.3? And bearing in mind scores on anything to do with the length of time you've been on the pitch is what you do.
So here's the scores. I don't know if you guys can see it. Bruno 8.7 and Ugarte gets a 7.8 actually here. Okay. I don't know how they rate this.
I don't know how they do that, Jarvis, because
I'm not entirely agreeing. But going to the facts of the game, you see here, this is the momentum of the game. You see the first half was a snooze fest. Leicester had a couple of chances. We had barely none. But in the second half, things changed, and we had the momentum for the last 45 minutes. We did. So I think Amorim's changes. He changed up the wing backs from the start of the second half, and I think he must have done the right thing, changing up the game. So you got to give it to Amorim for doing good in-game management when it comes to the games.
Yeah, his change was right. Maybe he's looking and decided he was going to make a decision about Dorgu tonight. Maybe he thought, I'm going to try him. He's match fit. There was no issues with fitness. He was getting up and down there, no problem at all. He looked quite strong. Yeah. But it was never going to work for him tonight, really. And I felt for the kid. But let's not. As I got too upset with Dorgu, you make the changes. You move Matsari around. Ahmed at right wing back. He almost came alive a bit, Ahmed, when he was at right wing back, because he had to get involved in the game. You were saying we couldn't find him, and I was making a point. Well, if you hide, you never get find. It's the old hide and seek analogy. When he had to get involved with the game, he became more prevalent in the match. But I don't think it was a 7.3 or whatever he was given. So, Manos in the house. Hello. So we made those changes. But it was Garnacho that changed the game, and Zirkzee, when he came on, he changed the game. You were right. When Zirkzee came on, he had that cameo appearance again. Mm-hmm. And he's not really difficult to pick up, Zirkzee, because he's too big. He's too big. You see his hair. So he's not exactly hard to pick up. You know where he is. If he's coming into your vicinity, you'll know where he is from a defender. He's actually fleet of foot, though. For a big man, he's very fleet of foot. And I don't know how, for the life of me, nobody picked him up in the penalty spot when he scored his goal. But the point I was making, Roy, a little bit a while, that's where Højlund should have been and would never be when that situation arose. So that was kind of one of the areas I was bringing up.
Yeah, I'll just say it was a game of two halves, and I agree.
It was,
but Leicester weren't particularly dangerous. They didn't have many big chances. We hardly saw Onana, making any saves in the game. So yeah.
Well,
Ronnie,
with Jordan Ayew up front, you're not going to get anything, are you? So.
nah, he works hard and he stops there.
He does, but that's it. That's where it stops.
Yeah.
I don't know. Vardy's injured at the minute, isn't he? He took a slight knock. I think that's why he wasn't playing tonight. But
Ronnie comes in and say on Danish TV they said it was already planned ahead of the game, only to give him 45 minutes. I thought he was decent. Yeah, I was a little bit surprised when he came off. I think he was decent, and I think he just needed a little bit time to get used to the game, And I think he doing all those back passes and playing it safe. That's okay, but it says a little bit about his attitude. You have to take the game by the scruff of its neck and just go for it. You're at home at Old Trafford. It's your debut. I was expecting a little bit more courage, but I'm not slating. I think Dorgu did a good game in the first.
Decent job. Decent job. I think he'll start next time out. Tottenham. Is it Tottenham?
Yes, I think it's Spurs.
A week or Sunday.
Yeah.
The Mustard is in the house and comes in and talks about Zirkzee is a clever footballer. Yes, Zirkzee is a clever footballer. And, he's a difficult one, Zirkzee, because he's so on and off. When he has a good game, he has a good game. Makes an impact. But the next game, he could be totally invisible again.
But I think a lot of our players are like that. And, there's no consistency across the board.
Yes.
And, at the highest level, the elite level, you need that consistency. So Zirkzee, for me, as we said, he came on, he had a really, really good, solid 25, 30-minute cameo. But we know we can't do it from the start of a match. We know that because we've seen it. The same with Garnacho. Garnacho has less impact when he plays a full 90 minutes as opposed to when he plays half an hour. He has more impact. He's got the fresh leg. He frightens already scared, tired defenders. He frightens them. So
we have lovely Lola in the house. Big up lovely Lola.
Lovely here. Oh, lovely Lola. Yeah, she's I think she's going on with Dusty Ben and all that today, which is quite funny. We love Dusty Ben. Yeah, we love Dusty.
And Elite Baller comes in and says Zirkzee is the connector between the midfield and attack. So he agrees with what you say. The 9.5.
Certainly, if it becomes that connection, I'd love to see him that connection, Elite Baller. Really, I don't know whether we can trust him for 90 minutes. So that's my concern right now.
And you're a boxing enthusiast, Stu, so you get this from Madhouse. You place
the old rope. Yeah, it's a feint.
Yeah. Well, Amorim seems to do this thing. We plays very safe, very balanced in the first half up until the 60th minute. He changed things up and then starts to dominate the game.
Yes.
It's almost like he's doing it on purpose.
Yes. Well, he probably is. I think he probably is. I think he probably is, and I think ultimately maybe he feels that's the best thing he can do with this squad of players. That's how I get the very best out of this squad of players. The last 10 minutes, we come alive in most of our games. I've said to you on numerous occasions, Ahmad comes alive with 20 minutes to go.
Yes.
He comes alive. Bruno comes alive with 2 minutes to go. And injury time tonight. It's one of those. We need you to be alive from the first whistle. We need you to be alive for 90 minutes. That's why we need you to be alive. We need you to be aggressive on the front foot. We need monsters out there. We just don't have them. Very strange. Annoying, really, as well. But there you go.
Annoying. So I want to show the Leicester's goal. Dekodoba Reed scored this goal.
Got a Duffy cup to that. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's very kind.
So what's your thought on this goal? You see here, I think it was it Buonanotte?
Yes.
Cut back, and Didi with the shot, and Dekodoba Reed on the rebound, heading the goal on a Onana who had no chance.
Yeah. Couldn't score in a brothel, Dekodoba Reed, but somehow manages to score at Old Trafford. Amazing. It's poor. It's poor defending. We've got 1, 2, 3 players.
Slow it a little bit down and have a look at how we defend our box.
We got 3 players there in and around.
Yeah, Harry Maguire, he's busy. He's marking his man tightly.
Yeah, he's okay.
But this is the issue here. We have a young guy called Kobe Mainu ball watching in this situation.
Yes. Yeah.
Totally loses his man. Let's have a look. Let's just study Mainu all the way. He's ball watching all the time. He has no awareness of NDD, and then it's too late. Yeah.
We got a couple of issues in there. We got strength issues for a start. How they held Decadoda Reed.
Out muscle. I think it's Masraoui.
Yeah, how he muscled him is beyond me. It only needed a little shoulder, and he's not scoring. Secondly, for me, the cross. It looks like he picked out Ndidi. I think it's a hit and hope cross. But as you quite rightly pointed out, when Ndidi's got away from the Mainu shackle, then look at him. Mainu doesn't even know where he is. He's still looking left. Hasn't got a clue where Ndidi is. It's too late at that point. And then Dalot's moving across, which he has to do, by the way, because he's got to get out of the way of Onana.
Yeah.
Which he's got to do. But crikey, why?
Do you think it's the right decision by Dalot moving away? Shouldn't he just throw himself down and try to block the shot?
Yes and no. And it's a really difficult. If you stop it there, he's right in the eye line of Onana. And it's a nightmare. So I understand him trying to get out of the way. And Onana's probably shouting at him, move, so I can see what I can. Because Onana's looking at the flight trajectory of the ball. He's not looking at the ball. He's just looking at the flight of it. So he's making a decision on which way to go. And it's always difficult when you've got a player going across you as a goalkeeper. The ball's being struck at the same time. And then you've got, you see Mazzari, by the way, here. He's got hold of Decadoda, what his name is.
He do.
He's got hold of him. You've got to hold him. And then Mazzari lets him go. Goal. I don't blame Onana on that. I don't think he had much choice.
I feel that I think Dalot is a little bit weak in that situation. I think you should go down and try to block it.
You got to. I mean, if you're gonna stay,
you can't control yourself. If Onana shouts,
if you're gonna stay,
defend the goal. That's the main objective. Objective number 1: defend the goal.
Yeah. The other thing, what he could have done, Dalot, but again, don't forget it's easy. Sitting from here is go behind Onana.
Yeah.
Get out of the way and go behind the goalkeeper, and then he would have, believe it or not, stopped it. But it's easy to say.
So this is the other angle. I saw the goal from another angle. We can just have a look.
This is just abysmal. The whole goal is abysmal.
So first of all, Drogu heads the ball, and this is Ugarte.
Yeah, loses it.
He gives himself some space. He pushes the defender away, but then it's over.
He tried to cut inside. Go long.
He's crowded.
Just clear it. Clear it up the line. Next thing you know, they're in. Yoro turned away from him for some reason rather than turn into him. I don't know why he did that, but anyway. Watch Yoro. Stand up straight here. Stand up straight and face him off. Turns away from him. Look.
Yeah.
Now he turns away. He gets a quick turn in, but he's too late then because Kanoos is a lot quicker. We talk about if you get 2-3 yards in front of someone, you're not getting that yardage back.
You can see here is no offside.
Oh, no offside yet. He didn't get that yard back. Look where Maguire was. Maguire, once he spotted the danger, left his man, which is he was unlucky in Onana there. I don't blame Onana. I blame Mazzari really for being too weak.
So I'm gonna have a look at Onana.
He actually gets to stop with his foot. But bearing in mind
Yeah.
Blocked
His wishing was blocked, so he didn't even see the shot.
It's a great save, and he just got unlucky. It came up. He didn't even know, where he was, Mr. Reed. But look, he stayed there. He stayed put, and he gets his reward.
Yes.
Decadent Reed, whatever his name is.
I just want to give a shout out to Jay. I hope you feel better, buddy. Jay United. He didn't feel well tonight, so yeah, it's a time of the year. Everybody has that the flu going on. So take your vitamin C. Do as you do. Vitamin C tablets in your drink, and
I do. I've got vitamin C and zinc in this one, and we've got good old aloe vera in this one. Keeps you healthy. Yes.
So big up, Jay. Okay, and Rush Mano is there. Big up, Rush. Good to see you. Just got back home. Yeah, I hope the game was okay. I saw you sent me some footage from the warm up. Brilliant. We will probably do some shorts. So guys, if you just subscribe to the Tactical Devils, you can find us when Jay, our chief editor, put out the next shorts from Rushmano's trip to Old Trafford. It's really good. The Mustard says, "Nah, I'm not having it. Maguire passed the buck here. He has to switch and go with the ball. So I think he should have done better."
Play it back. Let me have a look.
Okay. Let's just go to the situation. Okay, so here you see Maguire.
Yeah, Maguire's there, yeah.
Blocking down Patsudaka.
Yeah. Doing what he's supposed to do.
Maybe it's a little bit slow to react, but yeah.
I don't see
Maguire. A
Maguire.
little bit too occupied on Patsudaka.
I don't see Maguire's a fault
about his surroundings.
I don't see his a fault there. At all.
Well, I would say it's just nitpicking for me, but yeah, I get your point.
I think that's. I've got no issue with the point, by the way. I'm not. I wouldn't be going in on Maguire for that. I'd be going in at Yoro, Agate, because it all starts at source. Agate should have cleared the ball. Yoro backing off completely the wrong. Didn't set himself well. Dallo, Mazzari before we went to Maguire, but I've got no issue. We
get a question coming in from Trevor Wade. He said, "What improvements, if any, have you seen with this team under Amorim?" And for me, we are still a team of moments, which was why Ten Hag was sacked.
I think it's it's a very, very difficult question to answer that one. To be fair. I think we have seen improvements in times.
Just try to break it down. What improvements have you seen under Amorim? So
there's an attempted fluency in our play that Amorim's trying to bring to the game. We're not stop-start with the ball anymore, but we are very, very languid with the ball on occasion. So that we were 1-0 down, 60 minutes in, and we're still quite slow at the back with the ball. We're not moving it quickly enough. We're not strong enough still. He hasn't added any steel to our mental play and our actual physical play. But I think what he's trying to do, it is ponderous passing, Rashmani, you're absolutely right here. I think what he has to really get, ponderous is a good word, I like ponderous. I don't use it enough, actually. What he's trying to do, though, is create this sporting system, and he doesn't have the personnel to do that. So I don't think we're seeing a huge amount of difference between our play under Amorim and our play under Ten Hag. But I can see what he's trying to do in very, very sporadic occasions during a match, where he is trying to play from deep and push out through our wing backs. And try and play the lines, but we're not seeing it enough. And he doesn't have the players to do it, unfortunately. So I'm not seeing a huge amount. But I blame the players on that one, Trev. I don't blame Amorim. I blame the players.
Yeah, okay. So, Stu, what did we create in the second half? There wasn't much, to be honest, but this was the first chance. I would say it's Masraoui intercepting the ball in the midfield, taking a shot from 30-35 yards. So I don't know if there's anything to say on this, but
I've just got one word. Abysmal.
Yeah.
That's the only word.
Why take the shot?
Why take the shot? We were giving at that particular time. Garnacho had some momentum against Justin. He was free there. He was in 10 yards of space. Give it to him. Get running at Justin again. That's what I would have done. Now, what I did notice, though, I believe, if you go back to it, Mr. Højlund was having a bit of a moan.
Oh, yeah. 2 seconds. I just...
He was actually the deepest player.
Højlund?
I think so. I don't think... I think if you see, he was the deepest player. He was offside, mind you, but he was the deepest player. Look, I know why. I can see why Matt Sarri took the strike on. Let's put it that way. Come on, I just thought he was. I mean, he was never going to score. Look, his body shape was wrong. There he is. There he is. See him coming back.
What's going on with this picture? It's not.
Did you not see him?
No.
He was walking back. He was tiddling back. And
I have this one. This was actually a good chance. It's Garnacho dropping down to receive.
Trev's question, Jarvis. This is what you talk about the way that Amorim wants to play, the way that Garnacho's taking the ball in our half, not deep in our half, but in our half. That's where he wants our wing backs, so to speak, doesn't he? And our forward players. He stays there. Look. He gives Justin a problem here because watch Justin doesn't know where to go or not, and then
when he drags Justin out of position, he knows that space is free for him to run into when the time is right.
Now Justin's panicking. Justin's absolutely panicking at this point. Bless him. There you go, wrong side. As soon as you get wrong side, you're fucked as a defender. Justin's never
from Garnacho.
Let me point this out. Justin is quick. It's a wonderful tackle. I'm going to call him Sideshow Bob. It was a wonderful tackle, but I mean, Højlund wasn't on the pitch at that time, was he?
No.
But that's where you want your striker. You want your striker in there.
But again, this is what you get from Garnacho.
Well, yes, you do, and it's worth noticing. There's 10 yards of airspace between Garnacho and the followers running in for Manchester United.
But I have to say, before I started filming this clip, he drops down. And Justin follows him. And I think that was
what you were talking about. Mistake. That was his mistake by following him. If you let that play out, you let it go back, watch him. Now watch Justin. Doesn't know what to do. Hasn't got a clue.
He tries to attack the ball here.
Tries to attack the ball there because he thinks it's going to Garnacho. Instead of standing still, getting in behind Garnacho. What you would do there, Joe, is get in behind Garnacho. You push Garnacho to the touchline. You would stay slightly off him. So if just say that there's a touchline, you'd push Garnacho there, and you would be slightly to his left, so that there's only one way he's going to go, and he's likely to take the ball out. So you get a nice easy throw there, Jarvis, and away you go.
But by the way, Højlund was on the pitch.
Was he? Sorry, I didn't see him. I didn't see our striker, Jarvis.
He can't stay on his feet. So again, you see Højlund, I think he drops down here.
Right. I didn't see that. But stop that just 1 second quickly. Stop that there.
Yes. I want to go a little bit back. Okay.
I just want to point out, play that through again. Not the Højlund. Just stop it there. Now, here's our main problem with our attack.
Højlund should be here.
Højlund should be in the middle, but look where we are. We're 10 yards behind him, 15 yards behind him. You're not going to catch Garnacho, so you're not there for that rebound. And maybe
I believe the striker should have been here.
Of course he should. Yeah, he should be. Yeah, he should have
being
been
available, 2 against 1.
Yeah,
either cross it aside or go for the goal himself.
The quickest player across the pitch was Zirkzee. Zirkzee got there the quickest, I believe, because he went up for a header.
Zirkzee's here.
Yeah, Zirkzee's there. Yeah, he got there the quickest. So if you play that on, you're almost demanding Garnacho to score because we've got nobody else there. Zirkzee moves in too slow, but stop that there, by the way, because if Højlund had been on the shoulder of the centre half, yeah, he may as well play it from there again. If Højlund had been on the shoulder of the centre half, he'd have had a tap in, by the way. But I didn't realise he'd fallen. I'm glad you pointed that out because I didn't realise he'd fallen, John.
But also, I want to say Ugarte did a really good job here, actually breaking the lines by carrying the ball. You see here, Ugarte.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know if it's a bad touch or whatever, but
it's a terrible ball by Bruno. But he did brilliantly well there, Ugarte. Yeah.
It's almost like he passed the ball to himself.
Yeah, I mean, it's a wonderful tackle. I mean, the keeper, took a lot off it as well. But if Højlund's, on Akoli, then he's scoring. But I didn't realise he tripped. I didn't even see that in real time, pal.
No.
I never paid any attention to that. What was he doing?
Out of the way.
Was he trying to tackle Ugarte?
Yeah. Well, it was a big chance, but it was an omen for what's to come.
Yeah. Would you have taken it left-footed, or would you have carried it in like Garnacho? Would you maybe had a strike left-footed, or would you have carried it in like Garnacho? I don't think it was a bad miss. I thought it was a bit of good defending, to be honest.
Rushmano comes in and say, I think Højlund is gone in the summer. Zirkzee made an impact, yeah.
Well, all the stories coming out are that we've pretty much struck a deal, haven't we, for Recoveries? That's what.
Yeah.
It seems to be the word.
Yeah. And Ronnie comes in and say Garnacho played the wing back well. Yeah,
he did. Ronnie, you're absolutely right, pal. He did. I thought he was very, very good for the 25 minutes he came in. And Trave comes in and says you would have taken it left-handed.
Yeah, well.
Who knows?
Who knows? I want to go to the goal. Zirkzee's goal. There weren't many highlights and stuff to take from this game, so we just go directly to the goals. So here we go. There was a cross. There were a longer attack. Manu tried to dribble, but you see here he attracted a lot of guys. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Leicester players around him. He played the ball back to Mazraoui, and Mazraoui crossed the ball.
Yeah. Something we hadn't done for a while.
And here you see we are actually attacking more than one player into in the box. It's Zirkzee, it's Højlund, and I don't know who this is. Istallo,
yeah. I couldn't quite see myself there, yeah. So that was... So Yoro there was really good because Yoro resisted the temptation to try and head it back into play. There you go. You're in the box, Mr. Højlund. Look what happens.
What's a tap-in?
It's a tap-in. Although, to be fair, Højlund made the play. If you watch his run. Watch his run now. Very intelligent run, that. He was unlucky there. But, he got across. He got in front of Zirkzee and Akoli, though. So we'll give Højlund some credit there. It was a nice bit of move.
But also, I want to highlight, as you said,
watch Yoro there.
Keeping the ball in play.
Yeah, it was nice. Nice. Justin, by the way, at this point is absolutely. I think he's nowhere near Garnacho.
But again, I'm sure we talked about this from a clip a couple of shows ago. You see here Højlund's movement because he starts behind. This is Zirkzee. This is
always starts behind, yeah.
And he runs like this.
He runs nice. It's a good run.
So again, it's almost like a diagonal run in the box.
Yeah, I've never mentioned the word diagonal, have I, Jarvis? Surely not. Why we use the word no?
Give it to Højlund.
I don't know. It's. I don't like the trying to backflick kind of stuff. But the bottom line is, I don't care. It's a Kohli that cracks me up. He's crying at this point. I love it. Look at him on his knees, crying now. Oh, what a shame! You weren't crying when you cleared one off the line, giving it the big one, were you, son?
No. Do you think Højlund is happy with the hockey assist?
Yes, I think he is. Look at his little celebration.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
Maybe it gives him a little bit, but just a
confidence he can do it.
Confidence.
This is my frustration with him because when he makes that run and he finds it, you think, why aren't you doing that constantly? Why can't you just push across constantly? So Zirkzee was there in the right time, absolutely brilliant. So I'm chuffed about that.
He was. Fred the Red has a question. It's a question to Stu. After our offside goal due to human error and amount of time VAR has not gone our way, do you think VAR is destroying our game?
Absolutely, I think it is. And just for the record, guys, we can, and I haven't even told my old mate Jarvis yet, we can add another exclusive. Keith Hackett has agreed to rejoin us a week on Thursday.
Mr. Hackett.
He's agreed to join us again. He had a brilliant time. He said he loved the questions from the Devilish Tacticos. He wants to join us. I never liked VAR, Fred the Red, ever. I'm old school. I think the game of football is all about chance. You take your chances, you score your goals. You take your chances, you miss them. You're offside, you're onside, you're onside. I'm glad VAR wasn't there today. The guys could celebrate. The crowd could celebrate. The ref had the ref could. In fact, the ref almost reffed tonight, and I thought he was poor on occasions with the weight lifted off his shoulders. The world wasn't on his shoulders, Jarvis. He wasn't waiting. Oh, you made a mistake. You've got to go over. Oh, God. Got 73,000 people watching me run across to the screen. Oh, fuck. I'm going to have to go with what they've said. Can't go against it. I absolutely loved it tonight with no VAR. It was brilliant. Would we have been crying if Leicester had scored and they beat us 2-1 with an offside goal? Absolutely. Of course we would. We're huge football fans. But at the end of the day, tonight was a better game for no VAR as to a game with it. Keith has made, as you probably heard when he came on last time, he's not a fan of VAR. He told us about how it all came about. He was there at the very beginning of the infancy of VAR. Talks about the cameras, talks about the milliseconds that the Sky are using, Sky TV using, VAR rooms using. He made, and he'll make more suggestions. We'll ask him about VAR again. But no, I Fred the Red, honestly, I loved it. It was so nice to see a game that didn't have that VAR jeopardy on it, in my humble opinion.
Yeah. A lot of people tuning in. We have Alan coming in. They say Garnacho also had a chance at the end where we could have passed.
Correct. He did.
Rasmus, but he chose to finish from a sharp angle instead. Yes. So it was a little bit greedy.
It was a poor effort. I think Rasmus had a tap in there.
But he still got Garnacho as man of the match. So big up, Alan. Thank you for that comment.
Rasmus almost gave Garnacho a bollocking. It wasn't quite. It was almost. It was more of a petulant, put my arms down.
And a good observation here from Trevor Wade. Also with Euro was much better at left centre back than right centre back. I think Lenny Euro had a good game today. Yeah,
I think we've got a nice little gem there. I hear this Heaven guy, if that's how you pronounce it, is also a bit of a gem. I think we're kind of getting ourselves stacked in there, which is quite nice. We're not going to see Martinez. Don't be fooled that he's going to be back for the start of next season, guys. We won't see him properly if he's got any sense till October, November. I would probably wait till January if I was Martinez and come back absolutely.
Yeah. I don't think we will see him on the pitch in 2025.
Super healed. It's a bad injury, cruciate ligament. I can promise you that it's a bad injury. And I think like Yoro, I think he's got his place now. Yoro. I think De Ligt comes in for Maguire. To be fair, I think Maguire's probably going to move himself out because I think Mazzari will stay as right centre back. I think De Ligt comes into the middle, and then I think you'll have Dalot and Dorgu. I think that's how we'll play it moving forward. I don't think Maguire did anything too bad tonight. I know the Mustard made a point, and fully accept your point, mate. I really do. But I think De Ligt comes back in. Jarvis, I don't know about you, but I think Yoro's.
I love Yoro on the left. I think he had a brilliant game today. So I don't mind. I don't mind him playing. I think he plays with bravery. I think he's really good on the ball. He's kind of slick, when he comes on the ball. He's smooth. So yeah, I like him. Just want to say.
I'd agree with that.
I see we have a lot of new names coming in. So guys, Rashmano reminds you, subscribe to the channel.
Yes, please.
We are on 476. So we're 24 subscribers away to our target of 500. So if you're watching this on replay or watching it live and you haven't subscribed, now is the time. We need more subscribers, and I want us to be monetized when Keith Hackett comes on the show next time.
Yes,
that will be brilliant, because it also helps the algorithm to push the channel, because then we are like a real channel.
And if you like what we do,
verified.
Yeah, please get involved. And if you want a free math lesson, come and see me and Jarvis, because we're pretty good at the old subtraction, aren't we, Jarvis?
Yeah.
The subscribers. Whichever comes in, I do indeed. I do indeed. I put it in the old frying pan in the morning, chew on those. Absolutely. No, I just wanted to touch back on what you said about Yoro. What a wonderful description of him. He is very slick, isn't he? He's very, very nice. He's got a wonderful stride, wonderful balance. And I do like him. I thought he was excellent tonight. I really did think he was excellent. I thought his positional play was, pretty much on point tonight. So I'm looking forward to seeing him a week on Sunday against, because obviously we've got no game next week, I don't believe, because we're not in the playoffs, are we? It's the playoffs. City have got Real Madrid.
So next week, or it's only the weekend. I think it's Sunday night. We have a game against Spurs.
Sunday night. City have got Madrid, haven't they? Tuesday night.
Yeah, that will be
a cracking game. Come on, Madrid. Come on, Madrid.
They have no centre backs. Playing too many, and
don't you worry. I'll get hold of my mate Jude, and I'll tell him. I'll get hold of Jude, and I'll drop him a quick text. I'll say, "Come on, Jude. Get 8 City. Come on." Come on.
Yes.
I'll promise him I'll get my new pair of boots if he wins. Or he scores.
Jalem Almin on the VAR is VAR was voted out by the clubs in Norway. But the NFF, like the Norwegian FA, was threatened by UEFA, and they will continue with VAR in Norway. Yeah. They're not listening to the fans in the clubs. Even the clubs voted it out. So big up for the democracy.
This is this one.
Yeah.
What a lovely message. Thank you very much. That's really kind. Thank you.
Thank you. Lovely Lola.
That is,
Berber is in the house.
Really Berber, he did. I thought he had a solid 45. So, yeah. That's great, that is.
Good. Want to see more clips too, or...
Yeah, no, let's have a look at the Maguire monster. Have it. Do you see a celebration? You don't know what to do. Do you see a celebration? What do I do? Don't know what to do.
Big Harry doesn't know what to do. Someone mentioned the big Garnacho chance when he didn't pass the ball to.
Hit the side netting. Yeah.
So you see Maguire on the lap.
Yes, look at him, and watch how he moved Justin out the way as well. Now Højlund did well actually to create. Oh my God, he had a tap in. Højlund, I'm not straight tapping. Now watch Højlund here, because stop it there for a sec. we're critical of Højlund not getting between the two centre halves. Look where he is. He's offside, but look where he is. He's exactly where we want him. And there's a reason. Put an arrow, a straight line directly towards goal. There's nobody there, and that's the reason why you get in between the centre halves all the time. He's slightly offside. Is he offside? I can't really tell from him.
No. You see the guy here. So this is the VAR line. It's brilliant.
I love it.
Straight to
now I want you to watch Maguire on Justin. Just watch Maguire pivot and pirouette with Army. He's having a bit of a dance with Justin. There you go. Clears a little bit of a space there. Højlund is brilliant. Now, this is where I'm absolutely delighted with Højlund. The strength he had to hold off Sideshow Bob there. The Sideshow Bob, look, he's all over him again. And he doesn't. And he goes in behind Nicoli.
You see here? He cuts in front of him and muscle him off.
Yeah, he cuts in between the two of them. Now, I know why at that point, stop it there. At that point, it was obvious why Garnacho went for goal. Because Højlund is still not where he should be. But Højlund's there in a flash. If you play it on, he's there.
But in this instance, look at Ahmad.
Yeah.
Look at Ahmad. But why don't you just cross the ball here? Ahmad will be on the receiving end.
Yeah, it's as long as like you say, it's in front. Well, it's miles in front of Ahmad anyway. But as long as it's curved ball, absolutely. Yeah. But he had chances. But I'd like to see when you see where Højlund finished up. That's where a striker should finish up. He could have clipped it to Højlund. Højlund's got a free header. So I get it. I get why he went for goal, but I massively understand Højlund's frustration.
But I think he was too greedy. That's what you get with Garnacho. And a lot of critique of Garnacho is him being too greedy in situations like this.
Yes.
He should have passed the ball.
Yeah, he should.
It was still 1-1 at this time and we needed a goal.
You're not. I mean, unless you actually hit the roof of the net, the far post. So
you have to hit the roof of the net. That's the only.
Yeah. That's the only chance you're going to score there. But I love Maguire there. Absolutely, look at him, the monster. He's away here. Look at him. What a legend.
Coming on the. Yeah, look at him. Look at
him. Look, he's pointing. Come on, I want it in behind. I'm going. He knew he was going to score then, I reckon. I'd slap him.
Do you think we should play Maguire striker going forward?
Gets up there with a header, doesn't he? Bang.
Yeah.
Have it. When that ball lands on that head, that's it. It's only going one way, isn't it? The stitches are coming undone.
Berba comes in and says, just over the moon. We won. We needed that lift. Yes.
Actually, Yala's put in that we've won 6 out of the last 8, which is right. We beat Spurs a week on Sunday, and Ange is probably gone by then, and we carry on, don't we? We just got to keep pushing away.
Let's hope he keeps his job. I don't want to meet Spurs with the new manager bounce and all of this. It's not a good thing. So I think we're better off meeting Ange.
We want to beat Spurs with Ange, and then they can do what they like.
Yeah. I agree. DJ Superfly comes in and say that Maguire goal, the linesman thought extra time.
I like that.
It's a goal. It's too cold. It's too late.
That's a brilliant observation.
And Roshmano agrees with the Superfly guy.
That's a brilliant.
Big up, DJ. And GD, I have to give it to you. You're really good coming into the non-live comments, always leaving good comments and spreading positive.
Lola's comments, by the way, have me in absolute tears. She's talking about TV shows from the 70s and 80s all the time. Dusty Bean, Shine on, Harvey Bean, loads of stuff. That's my era, that was Lola. So I love those. It's been quite nice. I follow the chat. We all follow the chat. Me and Jarvis do. So if you see us giggling away, it's usually we've read a comment that we quite like.
And I have to say this run by Mazraoui.
Yeah, I know. They were away here, weren't they?
Yes. You see here Ahmad doing his job, Lenny Yoro doing his
job. Look how quick Yoro got back there.
Yes.
And Matari, brilliant. Great tackle.
It's almost like he made a free kick, but not. He didn't.
Poor from the attacker, but great from...
Look at Yoro. He's actually quite quick.
He's very quick. Great pace. Ahmad with his
recovery pace.
Watch Mazzari, though. Wonderful how he just arched his body to watch where the ball was coming across. I'm the attacker there, by the way. I'm going to let the ball run away from me. I'm going to run diagonally into Mazzari. The pass is decent. Now you've got to change as attacker. You've got to go towards Mazzari. So you've got the momentum rather than Mazzari has the momentum. So it was a difficult, from a defensive point of view, it's a difficult one to defend. And that's the reason he couldn't get the ball cleared downfield. It kind of went straight ahead, so to speak, if you watch. But if I was the attacker, I'd have actually gone into Mazzari, out-muscled him, and I think he would have got round. He would have had one on goal. So I think Mazzari kind of... I think
but this is what we like to see. We want to see players tracking back, doing the job, even late in the game. We have Big Piggies in the house. He say, "Oh, Slabby Maguire! Oh, Slabby Maguire!" Big up! Good to see you in the chat. I hope your watch along went well.
I used to love Benny Hill, by the way. Absolutely brilliant. And the Mustard's back in again with another great comment. It's like something holding these players back sometimes. Absolutely, 100% agree. Afraid of making mistakes, afraid of running hard, scared of taking risks. We don't. It's a great comment. The pig has said hi to most of the group by the looks of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice. We always welcome new arrivals, and again, we are on 479 subscribers, so we are 21 away from 500, so we will get monetized. It's the first goal.
Let's get 500 for when Mr. Hackett comes. Let's have 500 before Mr. Hackett makes Keith Hackett comes on again, because that would be absolutely brilliant.
That would be brilliant. I want to go to the goal. Let me bring it up.
The main man himself.
It's a free kick.
Before we start this conversation, Jarvis,
yes.
Can we just admire the free kick? Because he didn't put any bend whatsoever. He swazzed it, as Jarvis calls it. Swazzed it. He top of the foot, and that's why you see the kind of the bend on it. Maguire saw it coming. Have that arm raised behind the goal. Come on, wonderful piece of play.
Yes. So let's run through it. Here comes the ball from Bruno.
Wonderful. Look at the bend on it, just there. What a goal! What a header! Now we can't see that he was. I couldn't see that he was offside in real play, and we can't really tell from there, can we? But
no, we can't. But I have
I don't care. I don't care anyway, Jarvis. I don't care.
I have this angle. Now we can see the offside, because you see here, while Bruno is kicking the ball, we have at least 1, 2, 3, 4 guys, maybe 5 guys in offside. And here's the linesman. I don't know if you can see him. He's wearing black. So
yeah, I can see it. Yeah, he's in the perfect position.
Yes.
Yeah, he's in the perfect position.
How could he not see that? It's not good.
Amazing, that is, isn't it? Actually, Leicester defended that really well.
Oh, I'm going to slow it down a little bit more. Ball comes. Here's Harry. Boom, with this big slab.
Look at that. I mean, it was like it was made for that. All he did was that, Jarvis. Nod of the head. Thanks very much. Get in. Watch it. He watches the ball. Go on, son. Go on, son. I'm not going to jump for it. I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
Look at that. Now what do I do? Bless him. What do I do now?
Do you think the linesman forgot about this no VAR in the FA Cup? You know they have the heavy flags. They don't want to lift it.
I think the linesman was half asleep. He's probably thinking about what he's having for dinner, or God, that shower is going to be warm. God, I can't wait to get in that shower. I think that's what he's doing. I think that I don't know what was going through his mind. We know straight away that's offside. Everyone in the Devilish Tactico room knows it's offside. Everybody watching knows it's offside. Everybody in the ground knows it's offside. Ruud knows it's offside. Amorim knows. Maguire. We all know it's offside. And nobody could. In fact, let's keep that clip for Keith.
Yes.
Let's keep that clip for Keith. I'd love to know what Keith says. But at the end of the day, right, that's what not having VAR offers you. It offers you mistakes, but it offers you a chance to enjoy the jeopardy of football again. There's no jeopardy in football with VAR anymore. A millimetre offside. Well, those are the rules. You're offside. No jeopardy anymore. That was jeopardy, and I loved it. It was great. I hated it. I was shouting at the TV more often than not because I was appalled at how embarrassing we were at times and periods within that game. But you can be shite for 92 minutes, as we've proven. Put one on old Slabby's head, and we win the game. That's football. That's football, Jarvis.
Yeah.
That's what we love football for. So,
do you want to do any match ratings at the end of the show?
Not really.
Man of the match.
Oh no, my man of the match. Yeah, my man of the match was Garnacho, but closely followed by the main man, Roland. Roland and Kurt. Tears for Fears. Loda's gone about Tears for Fears. What a group. But big shout out to Harry because you scored a winning goal on a bad night. That's absolutely brilliant. So I'm absolutely delighted. I don't think our match stats in terms of giving scores out would be anywhere near what we've seen tonight because I don't see how Bruno can get an 8.5.
But who was the outstanding performers? Euro, Maguire, Garnacho. Who else?
Well, I don't think Bruno was an outstanding performance tonight. I thought Euro was excellent.
Euro, yeah.
Garnacho, I thought Maguire. I thought I'm going to give Durgu his beans tonight. I thought he did quite well, and I thought Zirkzee when he came on. Everyone else,
yes,
everyone else, bad night at the office again. Actually, I don't know what you would do with Onana because he had absolutely fuck all to do.
No, he didn't. I'll put a vote out in the chat. You guys can vote for the man of the match.
The
contenders are, as you can see, it's Garnacho, Maguire, Euro, and Zirkzee.
Yeah, it's all subjective, isn't it, Jarvis?
It is.
So it's all subjective.
I know the devilish tacticals. They know their stuff when it comes to.
They know what they're doing, but maybe Fred the Red wins it. I think they put the linesman in. Maybe the linesman's man of the match. Who knows? I do like that. I think that's great, Fred the Red. He's made me chuckle a few times tonight, as Trev always does. Lola's been in with some brilliant stuff. She's talking about one of my favourite bands, actually, in Tears for Fears, Roland and Kurt. Yeah. And she's talking about some cats I don't know about.
Flying Pig comes in and says, Ugarte and Bruno, good second halves. Everyone rubbish in the first half, in my opinion, but better as it went on. I agree. We saw the stats from the first half and second half. They were huge difference, and I think I want to give a credit to Amorim also because I know a lot of fans are not pleased with Amorim and how he set up the team. I was expecting to see Dorgu on the other side, but he did. I think he did well, but we were a little bit disjointed because of it.
I'm in trouble.
Oh, you're in trouble. Yeah.
I'm in trouble.
Well, I think we covered all the clips and we are 1 hour 24 minutes into the show.
Let me tell you something, guys. I've had a crappy couple of days personally with some hospital stuff with my mum, and the game was crappy. But I've come on here tonight, and you've cheered me up immensely. So much love to everyone in the Devilish Tacticos room. Much love to me old mate Jarvis because I felt a bit crappy last couple of days. So thank you for making me smile tonight, because I've really had a great time tonight. It's been an amazing show, and I really had a great time. So thank you, guys.
You're getting a lot of love from the chat, and
thank you very much.
You know, it's life. It's life. We all have a family, and we know how it is. You know.
Talking of which, and I hope you don't mind me saying, old friend, but Jarvis has got a big celebration day tomorrow as well with his family. So
yes,
a very, very, very happy returns to your loved one as well, pal.
Thank you, Stu. Thank you.
Thank you all, guys. Appreciate it.
Much love to Stu. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
We appreciate all the support from this great community. I don't have any more to add to this show. We will be back on Monday with.
Yeah, we do. We got Jarvis Cole, haven't we? We've got. I don't think we've got anybody lined up yet, have we?
Well, I will find some guests. I have some in mind. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The man from Del Monte has someone in mind. Oh no, he wears white. He wore white, didn't he? The man from Del Monte. You would be the milk tray man.
Yes, I will.
He was very suave, sophisticated. Always used to leave a card just with a black silhouette.
Yes. I want to read out who you voted for.
Yes.
Garnacho is the man of the match from the Devilish Tacticos. 58% of the votes. Maguire 33%. Zirkzee got 8% and 0% to Lenioro. But Garnacho, man of the match. And in a way, I agree. I think he had a good game. Impactful game. So I just want to say thank you, everybody. It's been a good show. We are through to the cup. When is the draw? Sunday night.
Sure. Probably Sunday night, yeah, because all the games are over the weekend, aren't they?
Yeah. So we are. This was the fourth. It will be for the fifth round, and then it's the quarterfinals. So still a long way to go in the cup, but we will see. And it's been a good show. Lovely Lola, Rushmano, Burba, Trevor Wade, Madhouse, Flying Pig United, Danny B, Wells, Fred the Red, The Mustard, G-Wolf United Gaming, big up G-Wolf, good to see you. MUFC Release TV, that's Mick, a lot of you guys. And if you haven't, please remember, subscribe and smash the like. It's so important. Ronnie, Burba, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to scroll up to see if there's anyone else that I forgot. And a lot of good questions coming in from Jarle Malmin, Dave, Fred the Red, Trevor, as always. So we will be back Monday. It's been a good game. We won the game 2-1. Late goal from Slabby. Smash the like, subscribe, all that jazz. Thank you, everybody, for participating, contributing. Leave a comment in the non-live section after the show. Tell me who was your man of the match. That would be great. And I will be in the chat answering every question and every comment coming in. So it's been a good show. Have a good one, everybody, and sleep well.
See you guys. See you Monday. All the best.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.